Hey, right on, guys. We're gonna get started. We're gonna start drawing our and sketching and of our hand, and basically, really just want to engage you guys by really getting into that mode of drawing and understanding the elements of art, right? So let's start by taking out a sheet of paper and your pencil. I'm using a digital forms or media to get this lesson out. Um, so let's begin, right? I'm right-handed, so I'm just gonna be drawing my left hand, and I'm just have my hand open, and I'm just gonna be looking at it. I'm gonna be drawing and looking and seeing everything that I see in my hand. Again, my lines are gonna be very. I'm gonna be very loose about it. I am gonna be using a lot of sketch lines, and just start getting that basic outline of my thumb there, right? And I'm just lightly drawing, trying to get the basic stuff. And again, we're using the element of line here. And really, look at my lines. Very just loose, very gestural-like lines. And I like this style. You know, it's very simple, uh, very easy, not stressful, but really relaxing, right? And I think that's one of the reasons why I love art, right? Because I get into my own world here and I start drawing and try to make it look cool and interesting, right? My artwork, that is, right? In this case, I'm just drawing my hand and really trying to understand where all the shadows are, right? I'm just kind of lightly drawing in there, getting all the details, the creases of my hand, getting all the different lines there, those contour lines, right? And then using these lines to make these shadows and shades, right? And that's the beauty again, right? Just mastering this element of line and utilizing line to form shapes, right? And again, also using these lines to make shadows and values and really understanding that, right? Because if you understand the elements and the principles of art, then you can really have fun with it, right? And if you just like to doodle and just kind of get into that your own world of drawing and getting to that place of peace, right? By all means, this is the way to do it, right? It's like yoga. It kind of is, right? You work at your own pace. You're not really. You're trying to draw like me, but you're not. This is your artwork, right? You're drawing your hand. You're not drawing my hand, right? And again, but you notice what I'm just trying to do. I'm just getting a basic outline, right, of my hand, and getting the shadows and the the composition of where my fingers are, right? And that's it. That's it. I'm just having fun with all this, right? And it's not even perfect, right? But it looks cool. And I think that's art for you, right? It's your own interpretation of what you see. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as some people say, right? The art world will say. Who gets to judge art, right? And it's in the eye of the beholder, right? Of course, you got the critics. And if it's an art contest, then yeah, of course, you're going to get judged, right? But what do they judge it on? They judge it on the elements of art, the principles of art, the quality of work, right? The execution of the theme, right? And the execution of the elements and all that. And um, does it meet the basic criteria, right? But in this case, we're just having fun and just kind of enjoying uh, what we're drawing, right? And really trying to draw along. Now, I'm just adding in the shadows here, the shading, right? And again, I'm just using lines and real gesture like, and adding in the dark areas, right? Getting in the shadows there, right? Looking at all the details. What do I really see there, right? Get all that information, get all that detail, right? And that's the fun part, when you capture it and you really see that stuff. You really see what you're drawing, or what you see, right? And drawing what you see exactly the way you see it, right? And it comes out the way you want it to be. And if it doesn't, is that what you really wanted, right? Maybe it doesn't, and maybe it looks better because it's art, right? It's like, yeah, that looks cool. Well, I didn't mean to make it draw this line there, but it looks awesome. It looks cool. And that is art for you right there, right? Right? And look, I'm just gonna start jumping around. I like jumping around in different areas of my hand, and really, really getting all the shadows and the details there, right? Oh man, especially with this pencil by Apple, and drawing on this iPad using this app here. But it's the same for drawing on paper and a regular pencil, and that's the beauty of it. It feels the same, but it's not, right? It feels the same, but it's not. But it's working, right? And again, I like to, when it comes to art, I'm still meeting my objective, right? Expressing myself and educating at the same time, because that's what I do, right? I like to draw, I like to educate, I like to teach, however you want to put it, right? And that's what I do, right? And hopefully you enjoy this drawing activity, this lesson, however you want to look at it, right? And really, really enjoy the ride when you do art, right? Enjoy it, because this is your expression of art, right? And in this case, we are drawing our hand and getting all the elements of art, utilizing it all and applying that into our artwork, right? So we're using lines, we're making shapes out of it, we're adding value, right, by shading, making some dark areas, some light areas, and that element of form, right? When you combine all that, it starts to form, it starts to look three-dimensional, right? And that's the part of the art experience, right? You gotta really understand all that stuff. You really gotta apply what we know, right? What we're learning, right? And sometimes, again, maybe you're just a beginner, you don't even know anything about art, but you just do it, right? My son, my kids, they just love doing art. They just love expressing themselves and drawing all kinds of characters and images, and you don't even know what it looks like, but they say it's for you, right? And you just gotta love it. Really do. Really, really gotta just love it, right? Because it's a form of expression, right? And you want to express yourself, and this is just one format, one way people express themselves. And art is an element, is a form or a tool or a way to express yourself. Some people do music, some people do other kinds of art forms and videos and all that. Wow, look at that. Well, there you have it. There is a simple drawing of my hand, and I applied the elements, and hopefully you learned something from that. And I'm just gonna sign it, Nick 1. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. Continue drawing, continue to express yourself, and educate at the same time. God bless you guys.